When I'm in the streets, I'm on angles. In a place in the city that I can't go. And the bitch wanna fuck for the bank rolls, cause I got bank rolls. And I'm in the bank when the bank closed. You sell it, work wasn't quick enough, so I started robbing niggas, make them give it up. Hitting licks, I was applying for a big house. Out in Cali with the pounds, told them ship it out. But if it's too much work, we'll take the trip. So much work, I'ma make it flip. 100 cash, I just make.
Alright, what's up everyone? Today we're filming a new video. Today I'm going to show you the top 10 things I like about my C2 and why you should get your own C2. And yeah, so let's get straight into it. Alright, the first thing I like about this bike is the seat. As you can tell, this is a collective monogram seat. This comes stock on the C2, but I like this seat because it's very grippy, you know. You don't slide around a lot. Very cushiony, very forgiving, so if you like mess up on one of your tricks, you don't like mess up your shin or anything. So yeah, this seat is very nice. I like the design on the seat too. I also like the little hairy seat, but this is what we're working with right now. So another thing I like is the front axle bolts. They're Allen keys. A lot of people have Allen keys. A lot of people don't have 15mm wrenches and stuff like that in that nature. You know, it's real easy to take off. Literally just take a 5mm Allen key and take off, loosen both sides, and the wheel pops off. Another thing that's great for it is the wheel doesn't stop as quick. Like if I were to have my regular axle on, like a regular like wheel axle on this wheel, I don't know how to describe it, but you get the point. But the wheel would stop slower. Alright, I'm gonna just knock all three of these out in the same category. Another thing I like is the seat post. It's a 2-bolt C-clamp. You can see in the front too. This one is way stronger than the normal 1-bolt C-clamp. I've had C-post. I've had C-post snap on me and like in my previous bikes, but this one's pretty strong and it's held up pretty well. The next thing is the C-clamp. It's adjustable, so on the fly you can just pull it up and put it to your position or whatever, and if you want it down, you just put it there. You know, it's real adjustable, or real easy to use, and I think it helps out a lot because sometimes I'll be tired and like not want to wheelie or anything, or just like chill out. So I'll just put up the seat and then just chill out, and then when I want to do some combos and stuff, I'll put the seat down. So it's really easy to use and real helpful. So yeah, this is out of focus. Dang it. My next thing I'm going to be talking about that I like is the frame design. Not the actual, well, we'll get into that later, but like the actual like underneath the stickers, like the cool little design under that. I think it's pretty cool. You know, I don't see a lot of bikes using that type of I don't know, like style, I guess you would say. They don't use that type of style, you know. It's more like words and stuff that the company used to be using, but they kind of just like went ahead with like shapes and stuff, and I think it looks like pretty cool. So that's another thing I like about it. Now we're gonna get into the geometry. As you can tell, this geometry is a little bit different than some of the rest of the bikes. This seat post is higher, so it sits higher, so I feel more comfortable on that because I'm taller. And then obviously you can see like this, it's straight, it's not like an angle. So like this head tube is a different angle than the rest of the bikes. It just makes it all around great geometry for wheeling, you know. It feels way better than any of the bikes I've ever ridden. Like the geometry, it feels way stronger. Another thing is this bike has good components. I'm not sure if you could tell, but they are Shimano brakes. They're just flipped, but yeah, this bike does come with hydraulic brake stock, so that's another plus about the bike. The components on this bike are insane. Like these Shimano Z cranks are great with the sprocket thing, yeah. And Yeah, it comes with the Shimano Hollowtech bottom bracket. Those are very strong. These cranks are insanely strong. I beat the crap out of this bike already and it's held up pretty good. I've been doing a lot of off-camera riding and these cranks just been taking abuse and these cranks are just held up great. Yeah, so one thing I did want to talk about is that I like these brakes. A lot of bikes do not come stock with hydraulic brakes. And to say the least, these are pretty good for what the bike's worth. You know, this bike came with some pretty good hydraulic brakes for the price of the bike, so I definitely recommend this bike. You know, I'm gonna say it again. Another thing I like is the extended axle. It fits the pegs better. Some of the bikes, they do not come with an extended axle. I'm not sure if you can see it in there, but there's 2 bolts on this axle because it's so long. But that's better for like if you wanted to fit like different chain tensioners, because this bike already does come stock with chain tensioners. Let's believe that. But if you want something stronger chain tensioner, something like that, this bike can definitely fit it, you know. And I just think that's all around better for the bike because it has more support on the axle, and a lot of the tricks that we do are made literally on the axle. Going on to what we were talking about the frame. You know, this frame is very supportive. They added extra support just in case, because you know we do jump around on these bikes a lot, so it did need the extra support and they added it. This frame is very strong. It's made of aluminum, I believe, but yeah, it's very strong for what we do, so you guys don't even need to worry about snapping frames or anything. Another thing I like about the bike is these rims. They are double wall rims, so these hold up a lot more support than your single wall rims. So if you're swerving all crazy, you know, it can take that abuse. It's not gonna bend or anything, you know. It's got that extra support, so you don't need to worry about all that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about the bike. Very strong bike. I recommend getting yours when the stocks come back. Go to www.collectivebikes.com and then go to BMX Bikes and you'll see the C2. Very strong bike, especially if you want to do combos like I do and stuff like that. You want to learn the tricks, definitely recommend this bike would be the one that you would want. But yeah, I really like this bike. I'm not just being biased, you know what I mean? Like, this is a really strong bike and I really liked it over these past times I've rode it so far. Shout out to my guy Jeezy for the pad. This thing is very supportive too. It doesn't move around a lot. That's a good pad right there. A lot of the other companies, they use like, it's kind of like skinny around here and it doesn't like fit tight to the bar and it just moves around and it's not good for surfing and stuff. So shout out to my guy DZ because he did great on this pad and it fits well. It's not going to move around a lot when I'm surfing. So yeah, let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see. Maybe I'll do 5 things I dislike about this bike soon. Just nitpicks, you know what I mean? They're not like major things, but like you'll see. It's just stuff that I personally don't like and that could be improved, but hey, that could always help with the next batch of bikes, you know what I mean? So who knows?